Hey guys, this is the AP Chem intro video number 2. In the last video, we drew this map of moleville, as I like to call it. So today I'm going to show you how to use this map to solve problems using dimensional analysis. So we're going to start with the first problem. So how many calcium atoms are in a 5.8 mole sample of calcium nitride? On the AP exam, they will always give you the chemical formula. You do not need to know that calcium nitride is Ca3N2. It is handy, though. It will be helpful. So if you want to go back to your Chem 1 videos of how to come up with this formula, or if you need one, let me know. I have one from my other chem classes. So we know that we have 5.8 moles of calcium nitride. What we want is atoms of calcium nitride. So we have moles of something. We want atoms of something else. So we need to do a conversion of the substance. We can only do, this is, hold on, I have it marked here. Remember I clouded it out right here. These are our conversions. So we can only do a conversion in moles or represented particles. So we can choose. But always start with what you know. I've got 5.8 moles of calcium nitride. I'm going to go ahead and get out of moles of calcium nitride because that's not what I want. So I know that for every 1 mole of calcium nitride, I have 3 moles of calcium in it. It would be like saying for every 1 car, I have 4 tires, right? So I'm going to a smaller piece. So it's always 1 of your compound and however many of the thing that makes up the compound. So now I'm out of moles of calcium nitride. I'm in moles of calcium. So I've made it to moles of the right substance. Now I can go to representative particles of that substance. So now I know for every 1 mole of calcium, I have 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of calcium. One of the big things of these is making sure every piece of this has 3 parts to it. How much, how you're measuring, what you're measuring. How much, how you're measuring, what you're measuring. How much, how you're measuring, what you're measuring. Moles of calcium, moles of calcium. Go ahead and circle the things you have left that aren't 1. Make sure the only unit you have left is the unit that you want. Since I only have 3's at the bottom, or 1's at the bottom, sorry, they don't really matter. I don't have to do anything with them. So this is 5.8 times 3 times 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of calcium. Now if this were a multiple choice question on the AP exam, then I would make this 6 times 3 times 6 times 10 to the 23rd. Okay, that would be 36 times 3. 36 times 3 is going to give me 18 with 1. So 3 times 3 is 9. 108 times 10 to the 23rd, which is really 1.08 times 10 to the 25th. So let's do it on our calculator and see how close we are to that. 5.8 times 3 times 6.02 equals 104.78. 48 times 10 to the 23rd. I'm not using a scientific calculator right now. I'm using my cell phone, so that's why I didn't go ahead and put the 10 to the 23rd in. So this is 1.0. We only get to keep 2 sig figs. So 1.0 times 10 to the 25th atoms of calcium. This would have said 1.1 would have been my estimation. So we are pretty darn close. You can see how to estimate. Remember the multiple choice, there is no calculator. If the next problem is a gas has a density of 0.0132 grams per centimeter cubed, what is the volume of a 4.80 gram sample. So this is going, we have mass, and we want volume. So to go from mass to volume, we can use density. So since we have a 4.80 gram sample, we can say 4.8 grams of the gas, right? We know that for every 0.0132 grams, it has a volume of 1 centimeter cubed. Grams of gas, grams of gas. These are both talking about the gas. So you're left with 4.80 divided by 0.0132. So this is going to be 363.636 cubic centimeters. To account for sig figs, I have 3 sig figs here, 3 here, so I only get to keep 3. 1, 2, 3. That bumps this up to 364 cubic centimeters. Let's say I had wanted this in liters. I know that cubic centimeters is the same thing as milliliters. I'll change that to milliliters, or I can show you how that works. 364 cubic centimeters for every 1 cubic centimeter. Excuse me, I have 1 milliliter. Let's say I wanted to convert it to liters. For every 1,000 milliliters, I have 1 liter. The conversion between milliliters and liters is really key on the AP exam. Milli means divide into 1,000 pieces, so if I have 1,000 of them, then that gives me 1 liter. So these cancel, these cancel. So it's really 364 divided by 1,000, or 0.364 liters. On the AP exam, they do not care if you have the 0 up front. If you would like that, that is perfectly fine too. Okay, good luck. Let me know if you need any help.